The defined pixels on the letters making the diagonal lines like stairs. You know, because running. Credit to anyone who picks a year ending in 7 for the future. 7s are the cyberpunkiest number. I don't blame them for assuming 2017 would be the bad year. Anyway, looking forward to 2027. Apparently these guys didn't see the handshake with Dylan last week. Silly boys.
Richards, you're gonna fry for this.
And I'll see you in hell.
You gotta love how pissed these guys are that Richard stopped them from massacring a crowd of innocent people. Arnold's Armolds. Definitely feels like a reference to Commando with the log, but a steel I-beam is actually insane to shoulder.
Shut down the deadline.
Honestly, love when a thing is called the thing it does. It's impressive how quick they jump into the plan just from a nod.
Give you a lift?
Of all the ways to go, getting tossed to your death by your no-no spot is rough. The question is, does a terrible Arnie one-liner add insult to injury, or do you go out thinking, ah, dang, he got me. This was actually worth it now. Also, last week we had a couple Arnie one-liners, but they make up most of his lines this week, so let's get a counter on the board. Last week, Dutch shot from the hip. This week, Ben one-hands a Colt Commando AR-style rifle. We love 80s Arnie. File this under horrific in the context of authoritarian state violence, awesome in the context of headsplosions. We need a little soft twinkly piano for that slump and sigh from Arnie. For the 2025 remake, Stephen King dropped the pen name Richard Bachman, which he supposedly used to see if people would like his writing without the fame and hype around his name, and I guess we did. If you want a really fun, campy B-movie from him, check out Thinner. Is that Shinra headquarters music? And hey, hello there, little random Reddit community. Thank you for making me feel just a little less alone in the world.
Earn a double bonus for reporting a family member.
Oof, one of the bleakest things in a bleak first 10 minutes.
Produced in cooperation with the Zone 4 Department of Justice.
Ha! Silly 80s dystopian movie, the DOJ would never. They can outsmart the collars, but they still have to blow it up in the trash.
You're one of the cops who locked up all my friends. Burned my songs. Perhaps now he's seen too much.
Yeah, he's got a point. It's hard to be a good cop under a totalitarian regime. Also, that's Mick Fleetwood of Fleetwood Mac. Maybe just playing himself?
Plus, I'm not into politics, I'm into survival.
Sometimes they're the same thing. Dang it, Laughlin. But either way, it's funny to hear the Governator say that. A burgundy Maserati limo on some beefy tires is a hell of a dystopian flex. Richard Dawson might be the best casting in the whole film. He's just so spot on. Just guess how many episodes of Family Feud he hosted. Wrong, 2,341.
Whoa! Oh, sorry.
Hey, that's all right. What's your name?
Dan.
Dan, you're doing good work. Looks beautiful. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay? Brenda, if that asshole is mopping the floor tomorrow, you'll be mopping it for the rest of the week. Let's go.
Sometimes a movie just embraces the caricature of a villain. There's something extra special about being nice to the guy's face. He's not just evil, he's also a wuss. That is so much hair. Take a win, lady. Dang, that's, really feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy VII right now. Kurt Fuller, a classic that guy character actor. Should I do Wayne's World?
Toast and coffee. ICS Channel 1.
Full-on corporatist police state, but your apartment follows voice commands? I don't know, might be worth it.
Are you ready for pay? If the answer is yes, then you're ready for Captain Freedom's workout.
Jesse Ventura doesn't even care.
A former police officer was the helicopter pilot, firing without warning on a crowd of innocent civilians.
Amber's a smart one. She already seems skeptical of the state-run news. Wait, why is she working out in a negligee? On the page, a giant intruder in boxers chasing a woman in lingerie around her apartment is horrifying, but the aerobics music in the background really goofballs the whole thing up.
Don't control your jealousy and leave your message.
No notes. Having an actual baby on the shortlist for the Running Man contestants is wild.
What about those bank robbers? Ones made that suicide pact?
Did they commit suicide?
Obviously not.
Then they're unreliable.
Love a villain who's nuts, but consistent. This logic makes total sense for Killian.
Sensational. Perfect contestant. I want him.
Honestly, this is on Ben for running so well when he knows the show is called The Running Man.
They want ratings. I can get 10 points for his biceps alone. Hello.
A, correct. B, if you pause to record the timestamp like I did, it sounds like he's sassily punctuating his statement with hello.
Get me the Justice Department, Entertainment Division. No, hold that. Get me the President's agent.
Look, I know y'all love Politiwins, but how Pete Hegseth isn't head of the DOJ Entertainment Division and President's agent isn't Caroline Leavitt's official title is really beyond me. And that includes the last 7 all the way back to Spicer.
But why should I?
Because I'm going to say, please.
Polite politeness. Also, somewhere in the pantheon of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, they stopped doing this bit. But both Predator and The Running Man have Arnold lifts a heavy thing to show how strong he is, in case people didn't understand that from the throbbing, veiny, massive muscles moments, and I miss them.
Now remember, I can break your neck like a chicken's.
Aw, that's how Captain Freedom kills the deepfake version of her. 2 weeks, am I right? He really upgrades his airport disguise by Total Recall. Is that an Apple Vision Pro?
I'm gonna throw up all over you.
Go ahead. Won't show on this shirt.
Ben's got jokes. There he goes again, auditioning for the show.
I'd like you to volunteer to appear on tomorrow's broadcast of The Running Man.
You.
And there my favorite PG action star goes again, confusing my brain with the curse words.
So if you don't do The Running Man tomorrow, Weiss and Rothman are gonna go on in your place.
I like that it's made clear that even Killian knows that Ben was framed, because why would a guy who killed a bunch of innocent women and children care about prison mates?
See how far this clown runs when we're done with.
Holy thighs, Batman.
Like the ticket agent and security guard Richard shot at point-blank range.
They don't even bother giving Amber a heads up about the narrative change, because now that she sees what they can and will do, they just assume she'll keep her mouth shut. Sven Ulfthorson, just Sven here. He had a tiny part last week in Predator, but he's in tons of Arnold's movies, but you know him as Tigris the Gaul in Gladiator, or if you're even older, LaFours, the legendary security guard in Mallrats. Fun fact, Paula Abdul choreographed this opening dance number, and the composer named the track Paula's theme. Nice, guys. The only way it could have been more on the nose is if he actually licked one of Buzzsaw's boots. I would say this is over the top, but Peacemaker exists, so nah, they nailed it. He clearly just dropped it. That dirt bike is not okay. You'd think this would be where MC Hammer stole the Running Man dance, but nope, just his hammer dance. Okay, maybe the fans' enthusiasm is a bit much, but we'll just assume several illicit substances were involved. You know you own the ratings when your show can have a 4-minute dance intro and everyone just absolutely loves it. Or maybe this is the girls just want to have fun universe. Is Lynn Stone canon?
Lucky he didn't kill you, too. Or rape you and kill you. Or kill you then rape you.
I don't... So like... it's... Moving on. I remember thinking this was so silly when I was younger, and now I know that a charismatic host can make a show about bakery health inspections exciting.
Use my back, victim.
That smile. Yeah, badass good guy right there. Also love that Sven doesn't do anything because we know he's sick of being a class traitor.
I want a kiss now, a big kiss, but remember, no tongues.
Bless you.
Sit down, little darling.
Perfect writing. It all feels like normal game show banter. It's all very ordinary, except the murder stuff. Of course, the crowd is horrified to see footage of good people getting killed, not even graphically. Meanwhile, they're all there, excited to watch bad people get killed in horribly graphic ways. It's too accurate. Amazing transition. Booing the snot out of him, and then the second the suit is revealed, they go bananas. And dang, trefoil Adidas, or trefoil Adidas? Either way, they rarely miss.
David, how about a year's supply of Ortho Pure Procreation Pills, both adult and kiddie sizes?
Cool, procreation pills that come in kiddie sizes. Totally normal. Fine. It's all fine.
Ben's buddies, Harold Weiss and William Laughlin.
Smart move for Killian to wait until Ben is locked in before revealing the double cross. Ben's got nothing to lose if his friends are gonna die anyway. Might as well kill Killian live on TV as his last act.
Killian, I'll be back.
Only in a rerun.
Ha! We think we're just getting Arnie's signature line, but Killian is the king of comebacks. As a kid, the insane speed vacuum sled was extremely memorable and looked wicked fun. As an adult, I'd rather be thrown over a railing by my ding-dang place. But also a full minute of tube travel lets us know that the quads are not close to the studio. Yes, that is Charlie's mom. First Mac's mom in Napoleon Dynamite, now Charlie's mom in The Running Man? I mean, what's next? Dennis in something like Must Love Dogs? What's that? He is? Really? And Crank 1 and 2? Wow, Serenity? Fascinating. What? No, I'm good. I love fall, but it's hard that it gets dark this early. What? Oh, nobody. I'm just doing a bit that's gone on way too long.
Limb from limb into quivering bloody sushi, Professor Sub-Zero!
Love how he goes from serious to so smiley. And fun fact, Professor Toru Tanaka is his official IMDb name from his WWF days. Even funner fact, he wasn't Japanese. He was actually of Hawaiian and Chinese descent. Great shot with great lighting, and if you're sort of wondering how they got them into Sub-Zero's lair, it's these guys' job. I always thought the masked men messing with the runners were just random people in the quads, but they're clearly there to funnel them to the correct area, letting us know that the theatrics really are a big part of it. Sub-Zero could have easily killed at least 2 of them right there. But that's not good television. Exploding puck! Straight up best part of the film, no debate.
Kill that son of a bitch!
Notice that Killian never tells the audience what Weiss or Laughlin did, just that they're Ben's friends. The audience still wants them dead because, you know, that's the show. So gnarly, and yet not the worst way to die in this film. And as much as the crowd is bummed because Sub-Zero was like a cast member on a show they liked, at least some of them are upset because his death was too quick to satisfy their bloodlust. This guy for sure.
Here is Sub-Zero! Now, Plane Zero!
He gets a win for effort.
Sure glad we took care of Sub-Zero.
Yeah, he was a real pain in the neck.
That's clearly ADR. They came back to add that line.
You want people in front of the TV sets? Well, you ain't gonna get that with reruns of Gilligan's Island. Yeah, the one with the boat.
He's forgiven for not saying goodbye because that's a heck of a way to end a conversation. Okay, now guess how many seasons Gilligan's Island had. Wrong, 3, plus a few TV movies. I was blown away based on how well it's known even 4 decades later. It's so stupid, I love it. And Dynamo's power kinda makes sense since Erland Philip Peter van Lith de Jutta graduated from MIT with a BS in computer science and electrical engineering. And no, I'm not jealous of his killer name or opera skills. Stop asking.
She's flaunted the law and traditional morality all of her life.
Cheated on college exam, had sexual relationships with 2, sometimes 3 different men in a year.
Obviously, they're stretching for her moral failings. The cheating could just be a straight up lie. But even according to the CDC, her promiscuity is statistically just being single.
She's the one that turned me in at the airport. Guess this is your reward.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, make jokes.
He will. I'm realizing it's like one of his main things after being strong. A dude on a dirt bike swinging chainsaws is absolute nightmare material. Buzzsaw really is the scariest stalker.
Resistance has been trying to jam the network for 5 years. This could be our chance.
Let's go!
No, this is more important.
That's the real hero right there. He knows it's pretty bad odds, but there's more at stake than just his life. By far, the best thing any stalker does is Buzzsaw making chainsaw noises with his voice. It's not like normal people are signing up to be in the murder game show, so it totally checks out. That would be awful no matter what, but in just spandex? Quick thinking and quick actions and brutal. A bit of a jump scare expectation subversion. We know it's coming, but everyone thinks it's gonna be a chainsaw.
That's all right. Keep it down.
It's a quippy line, but it could have been better. I would have gone with, nah, you keep it. I'm not nuts. Also brutal. This is the worst way to die in the movie. It's impressive that Dynamo somehow makes a suit of light brights seem menacing. He's moving his mouth, but only orchestral music is coming out.
Hey, Lighthead! Hey, Christmas tree!
Whether Dynamo's car has a V12 Hemi in there or an electric golf cart motor, apparently it's a flat 4 VW, there's no way it actually sounds like that, which makes the engine rev noise amazing. One thing I actually find entertaining about the show is how vastly uneven the stalker's weapons are. Sub-Zero's wearing hockey pads and basically has a sword. Buzzsaw rode a dual sport motorcycle and had chainsaws. This goober has a whole car and shoots lightning. And then the next guy up wears an aerobics outfit with a jetpack and shoots fire. If there are no rules, give me an Iron Man suit and I bet I can win the title every year. You'd think someone from Health and Safety would have told him if you're gonna have an open top, you absolutely need a roll bar. I was just joking before about the illicit substances, but holy pupils, she barely has an iris.
No. I won't kill a helpless human being, not even sadistic scum like you.
Badass mercy. The audience is depressingly accurate. They just saw Richards kill a fan favorite via castration complete with involuntary opera note and were visibly disturbed by it, but still want to see a dude get his head smashed in. It's like IRL doom scrolling.
What happened to Buzzsaw?
He had to split.
There it is.
Buzzsaw took care of my traveling arrangements.
Man, I hope I can come up with a hilarious joke if and when I'm mortally wounded.
Don't let us down. I don't want to be the only asshole in heaven.
Dang, he just keeps delivering. Incredible death line. Hyping up his dude while also giving him crap. Love it. Badass good guy right there.
How would you like a 3-year contract and a beachfront condo?
But I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine!
I get that 15 million merits is probably closer to reality for the average person, but I do miss the optimism of the 80s. Looks like two other popular network shows confess with a red, white, and blue flag, but I need to know the premise of the hate boat. I assume it's the inverse of the love boat, so they bring couples on a cruise ship and try to break them up, and then probably murder one of them or make them murder each other. Sounds fun. Credit where credit is due. Now that's an entrance. Captain Freedom staring at an absurd portrait of himself while popping pills is simultaneously the funniest and saddest part of this film.
I think the next kill will be made by Ben Richards. I can pick anyone I choose, and I choose Ben Richards.
Great move to have Killian's love of his life, #1 fan Agnes, be the one to turn the tide and admit she thinks Richards will win.
That boy's one mean mother.
She's not wrong.
We should have taken a trip to Hawaii.
I had the shirt for it, but you f***ed it up.
I can't explain why cursing is so much funnier with his accent, but it just is. Heck yeah, lady, I will say one thing for this particular dystopia: people embrace their emotions. Turns out pink flame has nothing to do with the temperature of a fire, but actually the chemicals that are being burnt, so Richards and Amber are not only in danger of being flambéed, but also might get cancer. Fireball is all about the long game. His base is hilarious, but then you remember he has a studio of professionals tracking the runners who can just let him know where they are. And with all that weight, he's probably pacing himself well. Alright, badass bad guy, you can't walk through fire and not get a badass bad guy.
Last season's winners.
No. Last season's losers.
By 2025 standards, it might be obvious that these three were gonna be dead, but when I first saw this, I was shocked they had gone the way of Sergeant Popwell, although he did have something they didn't have.
A great big bushy beard.
And if your first thought is, wow, way to leave literal bodies lying around, baddies, yeah, why would they care? No one makes it out of the quad alive, and they're just that arrogant.
How about the light?
One could criticize Fireball's suit for having a super obvious and exploitable weakness, but remember, his whole thing is a jetpack and flamethrower. No one ever gets that close.
What a hothead.
Because he's on fire.
This is a sport of death and honor. Code of the Gladiators!
Say what you will about the tenets of the Code of the Gladiators, but at least it's an ethos, and I choose to believe it directly led to the creation of this. Who doesn't love an in memoriam dance tribute? Also, the tasteful mourning outfits the dancers are wearing. So this movie predicted deepfakes. Cool? Apparently, the first cut of this movie didn't tell the viewers that this was a deepfake until after both Amber and Richards died. But the studio didn't like that because movie studios suck and think we're really, really stupid. Captain Freedom is ultimately underutilized in this movie. He is the best.
Proving once again that right and might are one and the same.
He said the thing. Am I allowed to call this government fascist, or are they too free because the murder game show is voluntary?
They need a leader. They need someone with experience.
Thought you were looking for the door.
Tempted to remove a win here, this was the perfect moment for Mick Fleetwood to say you can go your own way. Some amazing credits behind Killian. I assume that's Killian's wardrobe by no inseam, thanks to a bunch of generic names and then you, me, us, them. What next? I don't know. Art direction, Red G Blue, and music, Do Re Mi.
It's the original video from the Bakersfield Massacre.
Where did you hide that?
It's none of your business.
Dedication. Morning complete. Even though he's often muzzle sweeping people and always has his finger on the trigger, Arnold with a gun just looks right.
Mr. Spock, you have the comm?
Who's Mr. Spock?
That's it right there. That's the most depressing part of authoritarianism, the death of art. TNG started the same year this movie came out, so at this point the writers would only know about the original series. In real life, Discovery came out in 2017 and the Kelvin movies had already finished. 13 movies and 6 full series. This nerd's life is so much sadder. Whoever edited this together so quickly deserves a medal.
Don't touch that dial.
Dang, Frank Zappa's kid Dweezil wearing that red beret like a guy who wins things.
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
Bullshit!
Oh man, once you lose Agnes, it's over.
It's showtime.
Nailed it, and even though he stole it from Killian, it still counts. Sub-Zero is the only stalker who didn't die via his own weapons. Anyway, if I were Amber, I would have said something like, "You seem shocked to see me," and then turn to the camera and give a thumbs up on freeze frame. Richards with the anti-stormtrooper aim in a crowded room.
Hello, cutie pie.
I have to wonder if some people were bummed that Arnie and Sven didn't go head-to-head with this build-up, but the payoff is more satisfying.
I got to score some steroids.
Love the smile to Richards. LaForce knows who his real friends are.
Americans love television. They wean their kids on it. They love wrestling. They love sports, violence. So what do? We give them what they want.
Uncool, Mr. King. You didn't need to hold the mirror up to us, you jerk.
Drop dead. I don't do requests.
Come up. Oh, wow. That is a very large explosion. Did not see that coming from the little bobsled thing. Anyway, comeuppance.
Well, that hit the spot.
Dang, he's good. And after that little bump, she's back.
This is no game.
We used to make movies in this country. Love, I guess. These days I'm glad that at least some movies don't force a kiss at the end, but I do still have a bit of a soft spot for, okay, sure, ending kiss. Plus they're hotties and we already know she's got an immoral body count.
If you'd like to be a contestant on The Running Man, send a self-addressed stamped envelope and then go out and do something really despicable.
Ha! Believable. The Running Man novel was a commentary on how our media consumption creates the whole Roman gladiators in the Colosseum killing each other for our pleasure thing, and apparently the reboot will be closer to the novel in many respects. The Running Man 1987 movie might be the most one-liner packed movie of all time. I won't be confirming that, it sounds good. It's another movie that was a big part of my childhood, which sounds insane, but like I said a million times now, the TV versions were almost completely different movies. No cursing, no blood, even actual deaths were mostly off-screen. So I have fond memories of it, and it pretty much holds up. I don't think it holds up the way Predator did, but it's basically a dystopian dark comedy. And if you enjoy feeling uneasy while laughing, boy do I have some good news for you. We're less than 3 weeks away from The Dinner Plan, Patrick Williams' brand new film that I'm so very excited about. When he's pressured into attending a dinner party hosted by his boss, a man who suffers from a rare food allergy must navigate the most stressful night of his life with one primary objective: just don't throw up in front of everyone. It has a bunch of faces you'll recognize like Mothman from The Tick, Diana Trout from Younger, Dylan from Severance, and my favorite part is that I know someone is yelling at me right now through the screen, "How are you ignoring fill in the blank?" Exactly, you know them all and you can watch the trailer right now. November 26 is the release date only on Nebula. If you sign up with my link, you can get 40% off an annual plan, and starting this week, new Nebula accounts get 3 days of free trials to get a taste of everything we have on there. Or just grab yourself lifetime access, which is $500 for everyone else, but $300 for you, my extra special fans. And since you're my fans, you'll want to check out all my exclusive videos on Nebula, of which the catalog is growing, as well as every video I've ever made, even the ones I've tried to erase from existence, ad-free, uncensored, and often a few days to sometimes a full month early. And while I personally think that alone is worth the subscription, Nebula is also home to more and more amazing films and thoughtful videos by tons of amazing creators. The Dinner Plan is really just the beginning of everything we offer, so follow my link on screen or just click this box to get 40% off Nebula. It's just $36 a year or $3 a month at go.nebula.tv/cinemawins.